Coming up on News Channel 12 live at 6, a big weekend of sports for WKU is overshadowed by off-the-field incidents, how the university is handling the situations. And many upcoming graduates will be soon searching for jobs, but the economy is making it difficult for students to find openings in their major.
A spell of wet weather today. Will it stick around tomorrow? Details coming up in your forecast.
Plus, the Occupy protest moves to Louisville. You're watching News Channel 12 for Tuesday, November 15th.
From one of America's leading college newscasts on the campus of Western Kentucky University, this is News Channel 12 live at 6, where commitment makes the difference.
WKU football and men's basketball played in big games this past weekend, but it's the off-the-field issues for both teams making headlines this week. Good evening, everyone. I'm Zach Ryle. Thank you for joining us. While WKU was playing LSU on Saturday, news broke that defensive coordinator Lance Guidry had been arrested for DWI just hours before kickoff. And for more on that story now, News Channel 12 sports anchor Jake Ryle joins us. Jake?
Thanks, Zach. WKU Athletic Director Ross Bjork says Guidry will continue to coach the team for the rest of the season. However, Bjork says Guidry has received stern punishment down the road. No word on what that may be. Here's what we do know. Guidry was arrested in Baton Rouge shortly after 1 a.m. Saturday morning. He was charged with driving while drunk after failing a field sobriety test. The police report says Guidry registered a .12 blood alcohol content. He was later released on bond. Ross Bjork stated that the punishment would be an internal matter and would not be publicized. Guidry was allowed to coach the team during their 42-9 loss against LSU yesterday, and head coach Willie Taggart spoke to reporters regarding the incident.
There's zero tolerance going from here on, and our entire staff understand that this could not happen again to our football program. We've did a good job of getting us out of the negative.
Now, Guidry did release a statement saying, in his words, "I would like to apologize to my family, our players, coaching staff, administration, and fans for the undue attention my poor judgment has caused. I accept full responsibility in the consequences for my actions. I can assure everyone associated with our program that I have learned from this, and it will never happen again." And the WKU Athletics Department is reporting the men's basketball team will be without two prominent freshmen due to an NCAA rules violation. Power forward George Fant, a former Warren Central standout, and guard TJ Price will miss the next 3 games after the NCAA found problems with their summer employment. According to a statement, a case manager the two had worked for falsified information and provided payment in advance. Athletic Director Ross Bjork stressed that Fant and Price were not at fault for the violation and that the WKU Compliance Office has approved the players' employment. The athletic department says the school has filed an appeal against the suspension. And Zach, we're going to be sure to keep everyone updated on this situation as the news breaks. Later in sports, we'll have a full highlights from football and basketball games that did occur over this past weekend.
All right, thank you very much, Jake. Roughly 1/3 of the Student Government Association senators have been called to judicial review due to excessive absences. 10 senators appeared before the Judicial Board, and 2 were dismissed from the Senate. Senate members are required to attend all meetings every week, allowing only 3 absences. Each of the 10 did exceed their limit. The 8 senators who remain on SGA are on a warning status. The 2 vacant seats should be filled at tonight's meeting. In less than a month, December seniors will graduate from WKU and start their search for jobs. For many, it'll be futile for the time being. Faith Humphrey takes a look at one student who's keeping her day job as she searches for work with her degree.
As thoughts of graduation flood the minds of many college seniors, the idea of finding work is becoming more surreal. With recent unemployment rates at 9.1%, many college graduates aren't landing college-level jobs.
I do feel like it's going to be very difficult.
Victoria Taylor, a senior at WKU, is bartending while she finishes up with school. The reality of possibly working there after graduation isn't something she likes to think about.
This will be my home base, and I will be at least earning an income that way. Is it my dream job? No, but it's doing something at least until I find, that first career move.
Taylor isn't exactly thrilled about possibly staying at her job as a bartender, but at least she will have a stable income. The number of long-term unemployed was 6.2 million in September, so Taylor can be considered one of the lucky ones. The Career Services Center actually suggests that prior work experience, like restaurant work, helps students appear more employable.
That's why the Walmart jobs, the McDonald's jobs, the internships, those are all such positive experiences that sometimes people overlook because they think, well, I'm better than that. But it's in those kinds of work experiences that you can grow the most professionally.
When looking for work after graduation, the Career Services Center says it is always great to have internship experience, job experience, and a nice resume. So building up your work experience early on during your college career will help you in landing that first job. Reporting for News Channel 12, I'm Faith Humphrey.
Taylor says her dream job is to work in Alaska as a photojournalist. Bowling Green man accused of murder was apprehended Monday in Warren County. Kentucky State Police arrested Randall Hester at the Value Lodge Hotel early Monday morning. Jonathan Havens was pronounced dead at Vanderbilt Hospital Sunday after suffering multiple gunshot wounds. Police say an anonymous tip led them to Hester. KSP says they believe the shooting was drug-related and Hester will be held without bond in the Barron County Detention Center. Warren County Sheriff's detectives arrested a Bowling Green man on charges of first-degree rape. Stephen Lee Anthony Robertson is lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail after accusations of raping a 3-year-old child. Detectives say they will continue to investigate the matter. A former Virginia sheriff's deputy waived extradition in a Kentucky court today. William Grubbs is charged with abduction and 12 counts of taking indecent liberties with a minor. He was stopped in Kentucky with a 16-year-old girl. State police arrested him when they were informed of his location at a gas station. The Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce held a groundbreaking ceremony Tuesday morning for a new hotel on Campbell Lane. The 124-room Staybridge Suites will be located between Walgreens and WKU's Nicely Conference Center. Construction is expected to begin this week, and the hotel should be open in December of 2012. Officials in Clark County are considering using iPads for all official business. By going paperless, the county could save around $7,000 annually. Clark County Attorney Brian Thomas gave the idea to commissioners during last week's meeting. Thomas acknowledges the effort would require additional money up front to supply the iPads, but the overall results would help cut costs. News Channel 12's Cody Murphy now joins us with a first look at our weather. And Cody, the rain was just evident all over today. I'm hoping I can put up the umbrella sometime soon.
Well, if I were you, I definitely would not, because we're going to talk rain today and tomorrow, but that detail is going to come up later in your forecast. Here's a current look at Russellville Road and Campbell Lane. Lots of rain out on the road, the glares from the lights, so definitely if you're going to be out and driving, be cautious while you're out there tonight. Currently 59 degrees, dew point at about 56, so high humidity is what we're talking tonight. And we're going to see a rain persist through much of the evening. Here's our radar and satellite. You can see this defined low-pressure system with a cold front has developed lots of rain over the day, as you've seen if you've been outside today. Now, this will persist today and into tomorrow. With your forecast, we're going to show that a little bit later. But tonight, we're going to dip down to about 53 degrees. We're going to have some steady rain, and I'm not going to rule out the chance of an isolated thundershower or two. So if you're going to be out and about, be sure to take extra caution while driving. Once again, winds are going to be from the south-southwest at about 5 miles per hour. So, Zach, if you're going to be out today, man, don't forget to bring an umbrella. So,
I will definitely do that, Cody. Thank you very much. Coming up on News Channel 12, more drama surrounding the NBA lockout. The players make a move that could put the entire season in jeopardy. And the Occupy movement hits Louisville, what the protesters are doing to put the city in the national spotlight.